Polyphemus? Polyphemus. This one's a little darker, apparently. Yeah, and real quick, so Jorge is not only the main writer, but he is the main voice, the main male singing voice, right? Yes. Okay, good.
Over here.
Look at all this food. Look at all these sheep. I can't believe this cave has all this for us to keep.
I've gotta hand it to you both. This is quite the treat. There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet.
It's almost too perfect, too good to be true. Why would the Lotus Eaters pass up on all this food?
Damn!
Hey there. We're just travelers.
Wow.
We come in peace.
You killed my sheep. My favorite sheep.
Damn.
What gives you the right to deal a pain so deep? Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap?
Jeez.
Time to drink your blood over where you stand. Your life now is in my hand. Before I'm done, you will learn that it's not so fun to take. You came to my home to steal, but now you'll become my meal. A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal. I'll give you our finest treasure, so long as we leave alive. You can keep the world's best tasting wine.
Wine?
Have a drink, one sip and you'll understand the power that's in your hands. A wine so fresh, you'd never want to eat human flesh again. Then we shall be on our way. No bloodshed in here today. A trade you see, gift from you and a gift from me.
Wow.
I'd like to thank you. Stranger, what's your name?
My name is Nobody, Nobody, Nobody.
Nobody. For your gift, I've one to reply.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
Yes, you shall be the final man to die.
Uh-oh.
What?
Whoa.
Watch out!
Whoa. It ruined every last bit of stuff I was gonna say. Oh. Damn. Wow. Oh, man. What a twist on that. And I love that we get the realization at the exact same time that they do. You know, sometimes in stories, depending on how it's presented, you have more information than the character does. So you might know that something is coming that they don't know about. So when they get to that realization point, you're already kind of aware of it. So when then it happens to them, you go, yep, that's how I thought you'd react. But when we have that moment together, oh man, that hits different. Ooh.
Final man to die.
What?
And then to end it right there, beautiful. So what I will say though, even though they friggin' ruined this great commentary I had, too good to be true, yes.
Why would the lotus eaters pass up on all this food?
Now, when we get this question, who are you? This point right here, it feels like things are pretty dire. You hear the voice, you can hear the echo of the cave as they're interacting, which is fantastic. As Odysseus is shouting, talking to this monster or whatever it is, Polyphemus, you can hear the echo of the cave and it gives you that atmosphere as if you are in the cave with them. Very well done. But what I think is interesting is the question of who are you? And then up to this point where Polyphemus is kind of examining the group, there's still an amount of hope here. And I dare I say humanity, because clearly Polyphemus is not human, right? But there's still something, there's some type of critical thought that is happening inside Polyphemus versus they kill the sheep and all of a sudden this massive beast of a creature comes tearing through and just tries to kill everything with no questions asked. You're not reasoning your way out of that one. You know? So I think, though, the way that Odysseus presents this is like, okay, well, hold on. We can discuss this. And that's already proven because Polyphemus didn't just attack him. He said, who are you? He's looking for an answer, right? So he's going to decide what to do based on your answer. That already leaves the door open. And I think when Polyphemus presents the question to Odysseus of like, hey, you took from me and now I'm going to show you what it feels like. Here we go. It's not really a question, but that whole moment happens and Odysseus presents the gift and it seems to work. I thought that was a really interesting way to watch how, yes, it would have made sense kind of karma-wise, like you reap what you sow, whether it's pain or, you know, consequences, whatever. But then Odysseus was like, okay, well, look, I didn't intend to hurt you. We needed food, right? So that already introduces the notion of, I thought I was doing the right thing by killing this sheep because I'm just trying to feed my men, right? Like I didn't know the context of what was on the other side of killing this sheep. I'm doing the right thing. But then from the perspective of Polyphemus, no, you just took from me. You killed my sheep. So you literally have a moment that is right and wrong, and both are correct. What? This goes right back to what we talked about just the other day. I think it was on one of the BTS lives after the military. Well, yeah, it's his favorite sheep, but that's not the point. The point is, though, that Odysseus didn't have that context when he did it, right? What he was doing was the right thing for his men. But then we find out that it's his favorite sheep, and it just makes it worse, right? So really, really interesting. But anyway, so we went back and we talked about the BTS lives after the military. And one of the things I said is like, one of the things that I feel is like such a friggin' problem these days is that like somebody makes a mistake and the world collapses around them and now they're canceled or whatever else. It didn't matter what good things you did. You made a mistake. You said something that was wrong and now people are coming for you, right? But this right here was a nice contrast to that, which was I was doing what I thought was right. It ended up being wrong through the eye of Polyphemus, But yet there was still a way to fix that wrong in that moment. Now, obviously that's not how it ends, because Polyphemus has different ideas, right? He's just going to be the final man to die. But man, this is fantastic. Fantastic.